Good morning, YouTube world. So I'm back here on the farm. This is the second day where we're actually going to try and change some of the things that need changing. We're actually going to take some of these doors that are on here off because they can be used for the eco pods. Obviously recycling is always the best way, rather than, taking everything that you need from the shops. I always think it's best to salvage anything you can and reuse, upcycle, etc. There's some more doors here and some windows that would be really useful. And I also wanted to share a little with you about why we're doing this. 22 years ago, I found myself in a predicament. I had actually grown up in Africa, where my parents had been teaching people how to irrigate in the sub-Saharan area. People there often died for lack of food, purely because they were waiting for the rains to fall. And my parents went out to Africa to build a school from scratch, and we had students come from all around Africa and learn how to irrigate. We would also dig wells for villages, and eventually managed to transform the whole area into a place of prosperity from abject poverty. And so this is some of the reasoning behind the aquaponics school, but also my own journey. When I came back to England, I found it very hard to acclimatise to extreme materialism and consumerism. After having seen people dying just for the basics, or lack of the basics, I couldn't understand why people were so concerned about having Nike shoes and branded clothing, and particularly why they made fun of me for not having it. And eventually I kind of dropped out. I threw up a good scholarship to a very good public school here, and got into drugs. After 7 years of living horribly and being completely depressed and unable to function in society, I had a major spiritual encounter that completely transformed and revolutionized my way of thinking, my outlook, my understanding of the world and how it worked. And it put me in a place of wanting to not only share what had happened to me with other people, but also to transform other people's lives. Obviously, I was working from the perspective of what my parents had done in Africa, just seeing what a massive change just teaching people skills of growing food can make. And we would really like to help long-term people that have had really harsh chances in life, if you like. Maybe those who have fallen on hard times and been unemployed for a long period of time, people who need retraining, maybe even women who've been trafficked, people who have been addicts and perhaps thrown away a lot of their life and want to turn it around. I want to help children as well, to want to go out and make a change in the world. And building the ecopods and learning aquaponic systems and techniques could transform places in India, in Africa, anywhere around the world really. And so that's a little bit of our heart. Really glad you guys are on the journey with us. Today I'm meeting a demolition contractor here to see how much it will be to demolish the greenhouses. obviously trying to take out all the things that would be useful first. Even some of that glass might actually be useful in time. So I look forward to the rest of the journey. I know there will be many ups and downs, many challenges, but also many victories. And it's really good to have you along with us for the ride. Bye.